Howdy y'all, you got the Bulldog on the channel. Have you ever wondered how mechanics find air conditioner leaks, especially in one that seemingly doesn't have a leak? This here is an ultraviolet light. Now what we do is, hopefully the last guy to work on it put refrigerant dye in the system, and now whenever it leaks, it leaves behind a trace. See if you can see that hose here. See that coloring on it? That's the ultraviolet dye reacting to the light, and it glows green. It's leaking. Eyesight hose is leaking. I'm recovering what's left of the refrigerant out of it. We always take that out and reuse it. You have to be licensed to be a mechanic and work on these things, service them. You can go to Walmart, open the can up, and just spray it in the atmosphere, and nobody cares. At least alone the government, but we've got to follow the rules. Today, we have the old cattle tracks here. We're giving it a tune-up. And I want to show you something. I saw this laying on top of my box, and it made me think about it. You know, you get aggravated sometimes about how things change. This here is a fuse, just a regular old run-of-the-mill fuse. This is a mini fuse. They have standard fuses, which is a little bit bigger than this. They've got maxi fuses, which are a lot bigger than that. I don't have any sitting here, I don't think. They've got bolt-on fuses. We've got slow blow fuses. These are an encased fuse. It takes, sustained amperage to blow them out. There are also the slow blow fuses. There are also ones that are about that tall and about that tall, and some that are shorter than this one. Years ago you had the old glass fuses, and people would blow a fuse and they'd put a 22 shell in place of the fuse because it fit perfectly, and they'd go out with a bang. But they keep changing everything around. They've changed, I think, 7 or 8 different times now. I had a car in a Lincoln MKZ here last fall that had one of these mini fuses, but it had 3 prongs on it. So it would have a fuse on each side. So when you blow a fuse, you'd have to, everything's special. But here is what I saw that got me thinking about this. This piece here, this is a fuse. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different circuits on it. 1 mega, and then 5 smaller amperage fuses. And it's kind of a big deal. You have to disassemble the fuse box that it's in to change it. So you can't just change it, right off the bat. You also have to buy this assembly, whereas this fuse is, 5 cents or 10 cents. And You can throw it in there, charge the customer $1, and it's a deal for them. And, you know, you make a little bit of money for having to keep 20 of them on hand. This here is special order, dozens of dollars. Can't make any money on it. You got to wait every time because you're sure not going to buy 4 or 5 of them to have them on hand whenever you might only ever use one, ever. They're all going to be different. There's no standardization of any kind. So it gets upsetting, to say the least, whenever they constantly change all these parts, and no matter what, you know, you never quite have the right stuff to do it. Beep, beep, beep. Well, I didn't recover very much refrigerant out of that car. It leaked most of it out. So we'll look up the part and get a price, call a customer with an estimate on how much it's going to cost to fix it, and see what he wants to do. I'm sure he's going to want to go ahead with it. It's going to get hot this summer. He's going to want it to work, and that's a high side hose leaking. It's going to pump it out. So just a little bit of an update on everything that's going on. I did get to use the welder last night. Welded up the exhaust on my son's truck where the thieves tried to cut off the converter, and it's a lot quieter now. It looks like a bird flew over it, but at least it's welded up. I'm not very good at wire welding yet. I'm going to have to do it a lot more before I, get to where I can do it pretty. But for right now, I'm a pilot welder. Just pile it on there, seal it up. But like, comment, subscribe, hit your little bell notification down there, share it all over Facebook. I share it on Facebook every time I post a video, so I get a little bit of exposure. And like I say, I did get some stuff for my camera. I had looked at the stuff on the computer, and when I put the SD card back in the camera, it won't record anymore without reformatting the card, and that'll erase everything. So I did pick up another SD card and a flash drive to store everything on. So hopefully I can get all that digital stuff figured out and get it to where I can just download it right on there and start assembling some videos and some start to finish stuff so that you can see more of what I do. And yeah, you might find it a little bit more interesting. You might find me a little bit more, well, you'll see. But we'll talk at y'all later.